Good morning, guys. Let's get right into our focus list for today. Today is April 3rd, a Tuesday, so let's get right into it. Obviously, guys, yesterday, a very ugly day across the entire board, really, with the SPY and the Qs taking a good hit. So, we'll take a look at our SPY chart first. And a pretty good day of selling yesterday, guys. Here, you kind of found a pretty decent bounce in the late afternoon. And then we'll take a look here at the Qs, and, of course, as always, they just basically mirror each other. So, very, very, very nasty day in the markets yesterday. Blow this chart up for a better view. So, pretty interesting right now, guys. Kind of got like this double bottom going on here in the markets. I still have no really opinion on where we're going to go from here. All I know is that I'm going to be avoiding, this choppy, messy shit that is just tearing people apart. So, looking across the sector sheets here, guys, again, they're all kind of, mirroring each other because everything is basically just, attached to the overall market right now. There really isn't any sector that's going against the grain entirely. So, something to keep in mind is that we're kind of just moving as a pack, as an overall market here. One thing I mentioned yesterday, guys, is that, and I've been saying this repeatedly over the last few weeks, you don't have to trade. We do not have contracts as independent traders where you have to show up every day and work. You don't need to trade. So, with all due respect, guys, for the amount of emails and phone calls and texts and DMs I get saying, oh man, I'm getting torn apart. How can I stop losing money? Stop trading. I mean, come on. It's really that simple. The point of trading, guys, or at least for me, is to create an income, is to create wealth and, have a life of freedom that I've wanted since I was 15. And, to have this mentality that you have to show up every single day and start placing trades, to me, that's not really, in line with what I want to do this for. I see the market, and especially options, as, if I can master my discipline and my patience, that there's going to be a handful of times a year where I can go in, make an absolute fortune, and get the hell out. And that's kind of what I see trading as, guys. Not this, walk into the office, all coked out, and now I'm trying to catch every single bounce, this, that, I'm buying puts, I'm buying calls. For me, that isn't enjoyable. And again, what's enjoyable for me, guys, is just find something, and then, a nice clear consolidation, go back to, the energy moves, go back to the financial move. That, to me, that's ideal. That's what I like to do as a trader. So, for those of you asking me how come I'm not placing many trades, how come I'm not seeing many trade alerts, it's because, I'm not just going to post trade alerts for the sake of, posting them. I have my style of trading, guys. When I focus on only my style, it works, and every time I try to deviate and get into other things, I end up giving back a good chunk of profits. But, these are the situations I'm comfortable in, guys. You get the sector going sideways, super low volume, and then just simply, you see this, guys, come on. It does not get any more obvious than this. When you truly understand what volume is, a measurement of demand, it's a measurement of how much money is coming into the stock. That's huge volume, guys. It's no surprise, in hindsight, that this kind of volume started a 1-2 piece move. And, I know many of us think shorter term here, guys. This move was from, call it, early December to, early December to end of February. These are the life-changing moves, guys. If you buy the right options, if you buy options that, give you enough time to actually have the potential to catch, an 8 to 12 week move like this, those are the life-changing things, guys. That's what I'm looking for. What situations am I going to be comfortable, building up to a 10, 15, and even some environments, $20,000 position size, and then letting it go for a few weeks and do its thing. It's going to be things that are coming out of a very quiet period with huge, big, quick increases in demand. That's where I'm going to be comfortable putting 20 grand to work with the hopes of making, 60 to 80 grand a few weeks later. And when I accomplish that, guys, I'm going to understand why I really have no place, messing around in this noise, in this chop. So for some of you, it may work based upon the messages and the feedback I get. It's only a select few of you that it's working for. I understand the temptation, guys. When market's good, we've all seen it. Believe me, if anyone has experienced it firsthand, I have more than enough times to put myself in the mind state of, hey, I want more. It is like a drug, guys. Anytime you can make $2, $3, $4, $5,000 in an hour, that's very addicting. But you need to separate this. I was talking to someone yesterday. Becoming a successful trader is all about beating human nature. Human nature is greed, fear, the fear of missing out, all of those things that affect us as traders. So I think a big part of the reason that a lot of you continue to attempt to trade every single move, in every single variance and direction, maybe it's because of a fear of missing out. But I can promise you this much, guys. Take a look at Facebook, for example. You're not going to miss any life-changing moves in this mess, guys. And never mind the fact that our overall market is in a battle right now. You're not going to miss any life-changing moves. You know where you'll find a life-changing move? Is periods like this, guys. Nice quiet consolidations where volume just begins to start pouring into the market. Like this over here. So, with that being said, I understand it can be a boring game at times, but again, what's the point of trading? For me personally, create wealth, create a big income, enjoy my life, and not have to be attached to a computer screen. I mean, think about it, guys. If you want to be attached to a computer all day, go find a job that offers you guaranteed pay. It'll be a lot easier on you mentally. Or accept trading for what it is and enjoy it. So definitely very oversold in tech at the moment, guys. Does not mean I'm going to rush into it quickly. What I will do is I'm going to monitor strictly the 195-minute charts for the big tech names. I don't want to go any lower time frame. I don't want to get sucked in on what appears to be the beginning of a false move. With the 195, it takes some true volume to actually get things kicking here. If I see that, I'm probably going to focus on Amazon and Google, two of the more oversold names. And if I see some big volume heading in here, guys, I'll begin to build a position. So, again, just to give you an example of what I'm looking for, going back to this recent Apple sell-off, we had 1, 2, 3 bars of increased volume. Now, it moved and fell back, but that's what I'm looking for. And to get that true increase of volume, I stick with the 195-minute charts, guys, because, going any lower, look at a 5-minute chart here. This thing looks like it's ready to fucking go for weeks now. So, gotta keep that in mind with the time frames. Apple isn't a 5-minute squeeze. Looks like it's beginning a 15-minute squeeze. No 30-minute squeeze. No 65 and no 195. So, focusing on the higher time frames, guys, and that's about it. So, I will talk to you all in the chat. And again, as traders, guys, and especially for those young traders, in the Focus Trades group who don't have kids and a family yet, enjoy this freedom, guys. It's starting to get nice out. When the market is shitty, turn off the computer, go outside, go hang with the boys, go enjoy life, go be with your family, play with your dog, whatever you're into, whatever kind of freaky shit you guys like, go ahead and enjoy that. So, I'll see you all in the chat. Be safe today, and for the love of God, be patient.